Hello there and welcome back to the Achievement Planner, and today I'm coming to you with another Resident Evil game. In this case, Resident Evil Revelations number 1. And guess what? Yes, this is my favorite Resident Evil game. How dare I? Am I serious? Yes, of course I'm serious, because it's just an awesome game. I get why people don't like it though. It's very, very different. But there's action, there's horror, it's just everything I want. And raid mode was really fun, except for the 100 hours I had to put in to complete it. But anyway, let's get into that. And that's just my opinion. Obviously, every Resident Evil game is good in its own way. So, this game has 55 achievements for 1,000 gamer score, and I would give it a 9 out of 10 difficulty. Completion time, about 100 to 135 hours. So, I did it 100% in over 135 hours. So it took a long time. And I think the story mode, just the regular story mode, playing both times I had to play it, I think it only took like 15 hours. So yeah, you can see how long raid mode can take. All right. Playthrough number 1, casual difficulty. That's not too hard. All the hidden hands scanned. So there are these hand like prints kind of all over the walls and stuff. You just have to scan them. And so you get all of them in the first playthrough. All enemy types scanned, same thing, every single enemy. And that's a little hard to get, and I'll go over that. But if you miss one enemy, you gotta figure out which one you missed. And so all miscellaneous achievements as well, all that. So basically everything you're gonna get. Playthrough 2, except these are the 2 you won't get. The Infernal difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty. And when I beat Infernal, I think that's what I got unlimited rocket launcher on, which was cool, even though I already beat Infernal, so I couldn't use it on that, but that's okay. Whatever. I still have it, just in case. So, let's talk about this no deaths thing. So one of the achievements is clear the game in normal or above without dying once. And it seems hard to do that, but there are different sections of the game. So there are 12 chapters, and each one has different parts to it, like part 1, part 2, part 3. And after each one, you can save. So as long as you don't die in each one, you can basically, restart if you need to. So we'll go over that though. But that's basically what that is. And then playthrough 3, if I call it that, is raid mode. And raid mode is long. We'll talk about that. So category 1, story achievements for the campaign. 5 achievements for 50 gamer score, and these are all the ones you'll get just playing on casual difficulty. Obviously, if you play it on higher, you'll add that in there. If you play it on like normal difficulty or whatever. All right, but so this is what you'll get just playing basic game, the basic difficulty. All right. Category 2, miscellaneous achievements for the campaign. 11 achievements, 90 gamer score. All right, number 1, living on the edge. All right, and that's 5 gamer score. Stop an enemy bullet with your knife. So enemies don't actually have bullets. They're all zombie fish things, which, by the way, they're one of the creepiest. I feel like this game has the creepiest enemies, just in my opinion. So stop an enemy bullet. So the point is there are these. I'm going to call them zombies, but they're not really zombies, I guess fish creatures. So I don't know what to call them. Anyway, but they shoot these things. They turn their head to the side and they shoot these things at you. You'll see them all over the place. All you have to do is stop it, and you have to stop one of them with a knife. That's it. It's a good old achievement that Resident Evil 5 had too. All right. BOW Hunter, defeat 150 enemies. That is self-explanatory. Die another day. Evade a Skag Dead's instant death attack. So a Skag Dead is one of these gross creatures. It's like part person, part fish thing with a big saw hand. And if the saw hand gets on you, that's it. Instant death. And one of the things that makes this game so scary is a lot of these creatures have instant death moves, which is what is so scary about it. So you can do evade moves, however, in this. So you kind of like, when they're almost at you, you press forward a little bit. I think there's another way to do it. I think you can press back, but I always press forward, and you can kind of just run past them. So you just have to evade one. All right, good luck with that. All right, the pool is open. Swim in the solarium. So this is actually when you go up to the solarium, and there's a whole process you have to do for this. So the solarium is actually when you're in the huge big hall. up on the 3rd floor is a solarium, and once you go in, well, once you reach there, you have to go in, activate the filtration system, which is in one of the rooms before you go in the water, and it will take time. You have to keep going through the next story. You have to keep going on in the story, just like keep playing the game. And after a while, by the time you get to the next chapter, you go back in later, and the pool should be clean, and then you jump in. So you can't do it immediately. You have to do the filtration system, come back later in the game, which is kind of interesting, kind of little cool thing that they did there. All right, the next one is by the crosshairs. Defeat Rachel before she gets to the cafeteria, and Rachel is one of another creepy enemy. And what she's going to do is she's going to come at you and start fighting you, and then if you do enough damage, she'll run away. It hurts. And she'll run into the vent and she'll go away. And then you keep chasing her and you keep doing damage. She runs away. Damage, she runs away. You have to make sure you beat her before she gets to the cafeteria with the soda machines. So the main key for this is when you first fight her by her room that she's by, you'll know what I'm talking about. You need to do enough damage to her then, so that you don't need to do that much damage for the other times, you know. So there are ways to throw grenades, hit her, throw grenades, hit her. You can watch something online for that. In fact, you know what? I think I'll put up a video for that. All right. So number 6 is bamboozle the oozes. Defeat 10 oozes with headshots. Duh, that's what they're called, the oozes. Yes, they're called oozes. So headshots, 10 of them. All right. Number 7, dodge 20 times. All right, number 8, a package deal. Defeat a Scarmiglione, that's, I guess it's Italian, as a whole without killing both parts of its body separately. So this is actually kind of difficult, and this is one of the ones that you might miss if you're trying to scan every creature. So part of it is the top, and part of it is the body, and it's toward the end of the game, by the way. So what you need to do is use a sniper rifle and just do headshots on it. I think that's how I did it originally, and that way it won't separate the body, and you'll kill it while it's still whole. So rather than separate parts, because either the top part will break off or the bottom part will break off, and so then you won't get that if it does that. So yeah, use a sniper rifle. That's what worked for me. So hopefully it'll work for you too. Next one is rockets are for losers. That's mean. Defeat a Malakota without using a rocket launcher. Towards the end, there's this huge sea monster thing, and you just don't have to use any of the rockets. You'll see there are rockets there. Don't use them. All right. Triple play. Defeat 3 enemies with 1 shot grenade. The best ones are the fish. You're going to see you have these shot grenades. You can throw them, but you could throw them really at any group. But the fish are the easiest ones to get. 11, Angry Fist. Land 10 fully charged physical attacks. So if you do enough damage to an enemy, you get this prompt that says A, and then you just hit it, and then it'll, you hold, the longer you hold it down, the harder the hit is. So you just have to land 10 of them, and you'll probably get that throughout, as long as you're doing that. All right, Category 3, collectible achievements in the campaign. 5 achievements for 130 gamer score. Number 1 is scan an enemy. There you go. Number 2, scan 1 hidden hand. Number 3, scan 15 hands. Number 4, scan 30 hands. And 5, scan all the enemy types. And I had to go back and replay this game. I think sections of it. Or I did it during my Infernal mode maybe. Well, I had to still get this one. Scan all the enemy types. I don't think I scanned the huge big guy, the big sea creature with the rockets. I don't think I had scanned that. I think you have to scan the arms, but make sure you're scanning that one, because that's actually when it popped for me, when I went back and scanned that. So I don't know if I had missed other ones as well, but I know I had missed that one. All right, when you fight that thing. And the last part of the campaign is the Category 4, challenging achievements. And number 1, the Shores of Purgatory. I just put that on there. If you played it on the easiest difficulty, then obviously you'll get this now. Once you clear Infernal, because you'll unlock the normal with the Infernal. So, that's why it's in italics. But the Vestibule of Hell, clear Infernal, this is a hard game. This is a really hard game when you're playing it on Infernal. But it is possible. And you do get a rocket launcher at one point. Maybe save that for the final boss. That's one option you could do. But just try to find as many upgrades as possible for your weapons. And good luck with that. Yeah, but it is possible. It's definitely possible. And number 3, surviving deep darkness. Clear the game in normal difficulty or above without dying once. So I would obviously suggest doing it on normal. No, not necessarily. I guess you could do it on infernal. But what happens is, level 1.1. After you do it, after you beat it, you could save. If you don't die, you get 0 deaths. Save it. Done. That way, no matter what you do, you still have that save. After 1.2, you save. So each one you can save. You're not dying. All right. So if you do die, what you do is at the continue screen, do not select yes, just select no, and then reload your checkpoint from the main menu. And that way you'll be able to kind of redo it. If you do continue, then it will still count that death. All right, so that's basically how you get past all that. All right, so the next category is when we start to get into raid mode, which I estimate took me about, like I was saying, 120 hours. Oh my goodness. But it was so good. It was so enjoyable. Most of the raid mode I played co-op. I played a lot of it by myself, but I played co-op with my usual co-op partner, Blazing Archer 21. And Blazing Archer and I spent a lot of time on this. In fact, this is the game that we first met on and we played on. And and we've been playing ever since. And I played with some other people, and they helped me actually get further on because there are certain things you can unlock in this that make it easier. All right, so I'll go over all that. So basically, category 5, apparently I'm saying it like that. Progress achievements, raid mode. All right, 8 achievements with 70 gamer score. And the first one, so the things you do in this are, there are 20 stages, basically. And you can play 3 different difficulty versions of them. You can play the Chasm difficulty, Trench difficulty, and Abyss difficulty. And obviously, Chasm is not as hard. Trench is the middle, and Abyss is, it's pretty darn hard. All right, so there's that. There are all those stages, 60 stages in all. And as you're playing these stages, it takes forever, but you can get up to level 50. And you get that by getting experience, EXP. So you're trying to beat all these levels. You're trying to get experience up to level 50. You're defeating enemies, and you're also trying to get medals, certain medals, which we'll talk about. And you're also trying to get S ranks. All these things you just have to keep grinding over and over and over until you get these things. All right. So, and there are also 2 bonus levels. One is called Ghost Ship, which is literally the entire ship of the whole game. And then there's Ghost Ship Chaos, which is literally the entire ship, but harder. So, and the final boss of the game is also the final boss of the Ghost Ship. So, let's talk about this category 5. So, number 1, on your way, be at level 5. So that's when experience is awarded at the end of the level. It'll tell you what you got. It's probably in the video right now. And it'll tell you what weapons you unlock. You unlock weapons as you play. So anyway, level 5. Number 2, moving on up, is when you get to level 10. Number 3, 1 for each Minnesota lake, is when you defeat 1,000 enemies, which shouldn't be hard. Number 4, First Circle Traveler, complete all the stages on chasms. All right, so, and most people are going to get that. Number 5, reaching higher, level 20. All right, number 6, Midland Traveler, clear all stages on trench. They're not so hard, but they're a lot more difficult. But anyway, you'll probably get it fine. All right, number 7, raising the bar, level 30, and 8, meteoric rise, level 40. So those are all pretty straightforward since I went over what you have to do in this game for raid mode. So category 6, miscellaneous achievements for raid mode, 12 achievements or 180 gamer score. And there are 3 different types of bonuses you can get in this game. You can get a genocide bonus, which is killing every enemy in the level. You can get a no damage bonus, which you would guess it is not getting any damage. And then you could also get a low level one where you could play at the level suggested or lower. So if you're level 50 and you want to just run through it and play level 50 on a lower level one, you're not going to get that bonus. But if you can kill all the enemies, be at the level or below, and get no damage, you get a Trinity bonus. All right? So, the first one, number 1, Apex Predator, is getting 1 genocide bonus, killing every enemy in one of the levels. Number 2, the Unbroken Thread is acquiring no damage bonus. Number 3 is the magic number, is getting all 3. And you'll get plenty of Trinity bonuses if you're going for 1,000. All right, so 4, Bonus Enthusiast, acquire 10 bonuses at the results screen. Yeah, you'll just end up getting 10, but they have to be separate. You can't get like one level, 3 bonuses in Trinity, 4, right? And then do the same level and get 4 more, and do the same level and 4 more. You have to get separate ones in each level. So technically, each level has 4 different bonuses you can get. Hopefully all that makes sense. You could probably see it on the screen or whatever I'm showing you. All right. Bonus enthusiast. Oh, I did that one. Number 5, gutsy. Clear a stage at 5 levels lower than the recommended level. So if it says required level is 6 or suggested level 6, then if you do it at 1, then you will get that achievement. So, it's going to be obviously much harder if you should have 6 to do it. But anyway, you'll get that eventually. 6, bonus ace. Acquire 50 bonuses at the results screen. Still not super hard for that. 7, dynamic duo. Land a fully charged physical attack on an enemy at the same time as your partner. So Blazing Archer and I did this, and we basically, the physical one where you have to press the A button, hold it down, and knock out the enemy when they're stunned. We just have to do it at the same time as your co-op partner. Yeah, so that's pretty good. All right, number 8, first circle overseer. Clear all the stages on Chasm with an S rank. So basically, S rank, you got to go faster, but it's more about accuracy and not using healing. So I think you could use 1 herb. I think you can, and it doesn't affect it. If you get too much damage though, there's no way you're going to be able to do this. And if you miss your shots too much, you're not going to get an S rank either. You need to be very accurate. So the knife is a good one to use if it's not too hard. And just don't miss them. Just don't miss the enemies. So that's how you basically you get S rank. Yeah, so just hitting only enemies and trying not to get hit. So getting S on Chasm is not super hard. All right, 9, shop till you drop. Spend 1 million BP in the store, and you get BP and EXP experience after you beat a level. So you just have to spend that much, which you'll probably get. All right, number 10, Midland Overseer. Clear all the stages on Trench with an S rank. It's getting harder now. It's getting much harder. With a co-op partner, you'll probably be okay. I could say the word probably. 11, that'll leave a mark. All right, so that's where you inflict 100,000 points of damage to an enemy in one hit. So the way to do this, the easiest, well, you could use a rocket and shoot a whole bunch of enemies. In fact, I think I shot a rocket at something, like a whole bunch. Maybe the fish I shot a rocket at. Yeah, but you could also use a one of the grenades that with the electricity that you can throw in the water. And once it's at a high enough level, the problem is if you're not high enough level, it won't do as much damage as you need. So you could use one later on, or you could just buy a rocket and you could shoot it at a whole bunch of enemies, and it'll probably do it with that. That's how I got it. All right, number 12, bonus legend. Acquire 100 bonuses at the results screen. So not easy, but it's definitely doable if you are just the average person trying to play this and you've played a lot of hours. All right? But yeah, it's still not easy. But we're going to move on to the next category. 7 weapon achievements for the raid mode. 3 achievements for 35 gamer score. Legendary find. Obtain a super rare weapon. I can't say words, can I? Rare weapon. Number 2, third eye open. Obtain the 3 rare finders. And legends are made, not born. Obtain all super rare weapons. So these rare weapon things. Basically, as you're doing it, I love saying basically, don't I? So there are rare finders. There are extra little upgrades you can put on your weapons. And if you put them on, you'll probably find a rare weapon. And if I remember correctly, there are 3 of them. There are some that people say you need a couple extra rare weapons. But in this case, I think it's only the Muramasa, which is a sniper rifle. Pale Rider, which is a revolver, and the Drake, which is a double-barrel shotgun, which, by the way, I did not get until I was level, 40-something. And actually, I'll probably put it on the video right now. But yeah, I didn't get it for a long time, so I kept saying, where is this weapon? But you get it by being high level, and there are these puffer fish. Well, first of all, you can pick up weapons all over the level, but there are these puffer fish that if you kill them, usually with a knife, they'll drop super rare weapons. So by the end of it, you could start getting those super rare weapons, and those rare finders will help you get them super rare. So you get one, you get and then you get all of them, and then yeah, and then once you buy all those rare finders in the store, then you'll be able to you'll be able to finish that. Yeah, and get all of them. All right. Category 8, challenging achievements, raid mode, 8 achievements, 325 gamer score. Why did it take me 120 hours to do this game? Just for the raid mode, because of this category. And if I didn't have people who were already level 50 with all the great weapon things, so there are bonuses, upgrades you can put on your weapon called gluttony. That's where it takes ammo from your other weapons automatically. There's auto loader, which is where it auto loads the weapons, so you don't have to reload. There's another one where it shoots more than one bullet at a time. I actually forget what it's called. But I was so confused about this whole section because all these people are so OP and like they're just going through and they're just destroying everything. And I'm just like going behind them like, what's going on here? And it's because of all these extra bonuses they got. So if you have someone doing that with you, you're going to level up fast. You're going to get S ranks and everything. And you're going to be able to beat all these things, which to be honest, that's what I did. And now that I'm at that point, pretty much, I'm helping other people do it, which is hopefully what you would do. But, all they did was get bonuses that are part of, upgrades that are part of the game anyway. It's not like cheats or anything. All right. So number 1, bonus demigod. This is where you get 150 bonuses, and that is hard. That's a lot of Trinity bonuses. So yeah, but yeah, it's just hard. Number 2, Beyond the Veil. Clear the bonus stage of the ghost ship. And so that bonus stage, like I said, is every single level in the whole ship. And so you have to beat it and then beat Norman at the end. So that is fun. Number 3, Jumping at Shadows. Defeat Shadow Norman. That is what you get from doing the ghost ship Chaos, Full Speed of Dead, which is the 4th one. So once you beat Ghost Ship Chaos, you get to the end. And you might be able to get Shadow Norman on the regular ghost ship. I don't know, actually. But there are 2 boss fights at the end. And if you're level 50, you then get Shadow Norman to come out. So if you do that level, you get to the end, level 50, he'll come out. You could beat him. Luck, I hope with some luck, yeah. Number 5, 7th Circle Traveler. Clear all the stages on Abyss, which is hard. Especially that last level, let me tell you. Level 20. 6, 7th Circle Overseer, getting all S on all the Abyss. And when you have someone who really has all these upgrades on their weapon, it's not hard. You just have to not get hit, basically, and you're pretty good. But if you don't, yeah, good luck. Number 7, top of my game, be player level 50 when the XP is awarded, and that's just getting to level 50 finally. And it's exciting when you get to level 50 finally, and then you're at the top. And then 8, turning up the heat. Obtain a level 50 special weapon, and when you get to level 50, any special weapon you get finally will be at that level. Basically, if you play at level 1, you're going to get level 1 weapons. If you play at level 5, obviously, so you get to level 50, you get level 50 weapons, and if it's a special one, you get that achievement. And so, yeah, so I would say at least I don't want to say 100 of the 120 hours was this last category, but getting up to it was, I mean, it was a lot of time I spent. A lot of time with Blazing Archer. Thank you for all the time we spent on this. And yeah, you'll probably see, yeah, there are videos of us on this video. So yeah, it was quite a time. And this game is so fantastic. There's something about being stuck in a ship with sea creature things that is scary. So I hope you enjoy this game. I hope you don't give up and you keep doing raid mode and you enjoy it. And yeah, other than that, I'll see you next time on the Achievement Planner.